Christian Roland Wallace is down, perhaps. And friendly fire. It's an incompletion on fourth. It's now fourth down, but what do the Chiefs have here? The Chiefs are on a knee, and that is always a tough situation. Justin Reed. Looks like he took the shot. It looks like Justin Reed is down, not Christian Roland Wallace, number 20, instead of number 30. At 7:42 to go in the game, the Chiefs leading 20-12. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Chiefs football.
When you have an expert financial partner invested in you, you can't help but feel like a star. Like the new graduate opening their first investment account, the small business owner proudly adding a new location, or the young couple buying their first home. At Community America, we're invested in helping members achieve financial peace of mind with products and services tailored to each stage of life. Member owned, open to all. Community America Credit Union, invested in you.
It's peaceful out here.
Yeah.
Oh, an owl.
Mm-hmm. And the bullfrog.
Is that a coyote?
I think that's a winner of the $100,000 cash adventure ticket from the Kansas Lottery.
Oh, yeah. I hear it now.
You could also win a $100,000 Bass Pro shopping spree. CKSLottery.com for details.
In football, teams get a thumbs down for wasting time. That's bad. The Missouri Forest Products industry gets a thumbs up. They produce zero waste. That's good. They turn sawdust into charcoal and wood scraps into mulch, shavings for pets and livestock, and pellets for fuel. Unlike concrete, steel, glass, or plastic, wood products keep carbon out of the atmosphere. Our home team of loggers and lumber professionals keeps an eye on our forests like Red Kingdom keeps an eye on the clock. ChooseWood.com.
Mitch Holtis joins The Drive with CDOT. Mondays at 4 on 96.5 The Fan.
7:42 to go in the game. Again, Justin Reed injured on the 3rd down and 6 incompletion at the far boundary. Let's go to Josh Klingler quickly as Houston get ready to punt.
Not getting any medical attention over on the table. He's over with the rest of the defensive backs, but he was holding kind of his lower back as he was coming off the field.
Chiefs 20, Texans 12. First 3 and out of the game for Houston. In fact, every one of their possessions had been into the Chiefs' half of the field until this one. And now former Chief Tommy Townsend ready to punt it away. His first punt was 49 yards, but it was low in hang time. Remigio crouches at his own 44. The long snapper's John Weeks. A punter is away. And this one off to the side. It'll roll out of bounds at the Kansas City 45. Now, it depends on when the officials say it went. It's right there at the 45. So Tommy Townsend, a 34-yard punt. And the Chiefs have another shot with great field position. Let's pause. 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Chiefs football.
This is Chiefs football.
KFNZ-AM FM, HD1 and HD2 Kansas City, WDAF-FM and HD1 Liberty.
An Odyssey Sports Station.
The Chiefs had the ball at the 44 of Houston the last time. They went 3 and out. They lead 20-12 Kansas City. They've got 1st and 10 at the 45 this time of Houston after a 34-yard Tommy Townsend punt that had 3.88 of hang time. Now the Chiefs will throw it on 1st down. Go to Kelsey on a short, quick catch at the 41 between the numbers and hash right. A gain of 4 on 1st down.
Trying to change things up just a bit in situations where most teams would run the ball, try to suck up a lot more clock, being up by 8 points. They're going to opt to go with the safe passing game here. Change things up against this defense for the Texans.
2nd down and 6. They had the Texans loaded up on the run the last time the Chiefs were in this position. 7 minutes to go in the game. Chiefs by 8. 2nd and 6 at the 41 of Houston. Counterplay right side. It goes to Kareem Hunt, 35, 30, and this time with some action in the backfield to allow Kareem Hunt to go on a counter run of 11 yards.
Yeah, excellent job cutting off the backside, and then Trey Smith, Creed Humphrey, Jawan Taylor on that right side, and even Travis Kelsey in the mix, getting a great block at the 2nd level against former teammate Eric Murray.
20-12 Kansas City. 1st down for the Chiefs on an 11-yard run by Kareem Hunt to the 30-yard line of Houston. Kelsey comes in motion on the near side to set up 3 eligible receivers that way. Now Worthy comes in motion. They're going to run it. Hunt trying to go off tackle. Squeezes through. 25, 20, into the secondary and tackled at the Texans' 16-yard line. That's a 14-yard run by Kareem Hunt on the heels of 11 yards. Hunt wanting a win in this round, trying to advance and carrying his team with him.
That's an excellent job. Now the left side getting involved in the party. Offensive lineman getting the job done. Joe Tooney, Mike Caliendo on that left side, and then Kareem Hunt just has the amazing ability of breaking that first tackle. Not one guy will bring down number 29.
And in this cold, it hurts to tackle Kareem Hunt. 1st and 10 Chiefs at the 18-yard line of Houston. 5:37 to go in the game. Chiefs by 8. They give it to Worthy, who drops the football. They're going to say incomplete. It's a forward pass. They want to run a quick screen, Dana, and 2 guys are out in front of Worthy.
Yeah, he had a lot of real estate along the sideline, basically a wall built up of blocking where he could have skirted down the sideline. Patrick Mahomes knows that was just not the best pass in that circumstance.
DeAndre Hopkins runs into the game. Again, no catches for the former Houston Texan. Trying to get his first divisional playoff win ever. And he's played 184 games in his career. Pacheco back in at running back. 2nd and 10 Chiefs leading by 8. They have the ball at the 18 of Houston at 5:32 to go in the game. Working out the calls. Here comes a blitz to the right shoulder of Mahomes. Quick read goes to Kelsey. Near side, the Texans waiting on him. Let's see where they give him forward motion. It's going to be a loss or no gain on the play right at the 18. Eric Murray, the ex-Chief, and Azeez El-Shaair there for Houston. Timeout called by the Texans at 5:23.
Houston, they're first. 30 seconds. Please set the game clock to 5:25. 5:25.
And the timeout by D'Amico Ryans, a former player for Andy Reid in his last year at Philadelphia. Brought to you by Van Chevrolet. All roads lead to Van. Visit vankc.com. Tempted here to get a run. If you get a field goal and get the ball in the center of the field and go up 11 at 5:25, it could be big.
Yeah, it is, because if you run the ball, as you mentioned, now you force them to use that second timeout. That's crucial now. It's like you're up by 2 scores before you're up by 2 scores.
Samaje Perine is in at the running back position now. A triangle of receivers are between the numbers and hash right for Mahomes. Smith-Schuster is the single receiver left side. Now Perine shifts over to the short side. Chiefs will throw it. Right side throw. It's caught by Worthy and a diving catch at the right side at the 9-yard line. Short of a first down by inches. And now Andy Reid has a big decision to make. But he stayed in bounds. So it's like a run, meaning what's Houston going to do? Because the Chiefs can tick down the clock here with 22 on the play clock and 5:02 on the game clock.
And because the Chiefs rotate the kicking unit on the field, which I agree with this decision, D'Amico Ryans is opting not to use a timeout here. He's going to allow the clock to run down. If I was Andy Reid, I'd let it run down and I'd call a timeout.
At 1 second, they might do that here. This is going to be a 27-yard attempt for Buckner to try to give the Chiefs a 2-possession lead. He got it. They do. 4:38 left to go in this divisional playoff round game. Kansas City 23, the Houston Texans 12. And let's take a break on the Kansas City Chiefs Radio Network. For over 86 years, GEHA has offered medical and dental benefits designed to meet the unique needs of federal employees and retirees, military retirees and their families. With over 2 million members and growing, GEHA continues to serve those members and families who serve all of us every day. GEHA, your friend in federal since 1937, and the proud partner of the Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs Kingdom is proud to partner with Hy-Vee, home of the best beef in town. Visit your local Hy-Vee to find only the highest quality beef, hand-selected and sourced from family farms in the Midwest. When it comes to beef, Hy-Vee goes the extra mile to bring affordable, tender, and delicious flavor to every tailgate and grill out. Stop by your local Hy-Vee to find Angus Reserve, Choice Reserve, and Prime Reserve beef options for your next gathering. Hy-Vee, proud sponsor of the Kansas City Chiefs.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining built Ford tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the #1 selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, built Ford tough. Based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
Hey, Chiefs Kingdom! As the official whiskey sponsor of the NFL, it's not kickoff without the generous spirit of Crown Royal. And that's why we've built the Crown Royal Rig. An absurdly awesome 18-wheeler delivering the generous spirit to stadiums and tailgates across the country. Follow the Royal Rig on its journey from city to city, bringing together local cuisine, NFL legends, and the opportunity to pack a purple bag for charity and win tickets to Super Bowl 59. Visit crownroyal.com for rules and more. Please drink responsibly.
Mitch Holtersbeck, Dean and Hughes, Josh Klingler. 4:38 to go in this divisional playoff game. Kansas City 23, the Houston Texans 12. After Houston got a touchdown and missed a PAT by Kaimi Fairbairn, the Kansas City Chiefs have been able to get 10 unanswered points on a Mahomes 11-yard touchdown pass to Kelsey and a 27-yard field goal from Harrison Butker. And now the Chiefs, Danon, have to play no big play defense or in special teams. See if Butker can prevent a return here. That's exactly what he'll do. And C.J. Stroud will take over his 8th possession, and this will start at his own 30-yard line, and the Chiefs with their biggest lead of the game right now at 11.
C.J. Stroud on the evening, 13 of 22 for 178 yards. No touchdowns, no interceptions, been sacked 4 times.
And now the long drive where the Houston Texans had the ball for a quarter actually works against them to shorten the game, but now to be down 11 works against the Texans. 1st and 10, C.J. Stroud. Last week beating the Chargers with an incredible performance. Mixon stays in at running back to his left, dangerous as a receiver. Stroud going left, he's going to be wrapped up and sacked back at the 24 by George Karlaftis. The second big sack of this game by Karlaftis, and for the Chiefs, 5 sacks on C.J. Stroud.
This is a great job. This package up front, the front 4, Charles Omenihu, Mike Dana, George Karlaftis, and Chris Jones. Speed on the field containing C.J. Stroud. He has nowhere to go.
Also 6, 2nd and 16, Stroud. He'll come on a short route near side to Schultz. The tight end immediately is picked up like Nick Bolton in a takedown in wrestling. It's just a gain of 6. And takedown points for Nick Bolton. 3:57 to go in the game. Chiefs leading 23-12. Houston in the tempo offense on 3rd and 10 from their own 30. Chiefs nearly jump off, and I think they're going to get an offside penalty on Kansas City. They will. Is this a Menahu?
Neutral zone infraction. Defense number 51.
Nope, Dana.
5-yard penalty.
That is rare.
Yeah.
That didn't happen much from him.
Looked like there was a little rocking by the offensive tackle.
That's what Dan is thinking.
Yeah. Little wiggle out there by the left tackle for the Texans. Army Tunsil gets away with it.
Tunsil, the 4-time Pro Bowler. 3:48 to go in the game. 23-12 Kansas City. Houston, 3rd and 5 at its own 35. Kansas City still playing press up on the receivers with 2 safeties back. Stroud looks left. He's got 3 eligible receivers that way. Another rush on him. Over the middle, though. Pass caught and up across midfield and into Chiefs territory. It's Xavier Hutchinson. And the Iowa State Cyclones got a big gain of 22 yards. And the Texans stay in business going to that huddle.
The middle of the field has been a challenge for the Chiefs to defend on those deep slant routes.
3:27 to go in the game. Chiefs by 11 and another sack. But Stroud gets it away. And he dumps it off to Agumbawale. It'll be no gain on the play, but it's at least not a loss. Charles Omenihu recovers to make the tackle, but the Chiefs nearly had Stroud for a 6th time. Nick Bolton could not get him down, and Stroud alertly got rid of the ball to Agumbawale.
Agumbawale was responsible for the blocking. Nick Bolton there.
2nd down and 10. They're coming after Stroud again. He'll step up. He's hit from behind and tackled. That will be a sack. It's a loss of 1. Back at the Kansas City 49, Chamari Connor gets a 6th sack for Kansas City.
Yeah, that's a great job by Chamari Connor. Just different looks, confusing C.J. Stroud, just like we saw on December 21st in Week 16.
23-12 Kansas City, 2:35 to go in the game. 3rd and 11 Texans at the Kansas City 49. Again, man under in a 2-deep zone, and a pass over the shoulder is caught by Dalton Schultz. They say a catch.
Ooh.
Great catch by Schultz at the 31 of Kansas City for an 18-yard gain, and a teardrop dropped in there by C.J. Stroud.
Yeah, that ball crawled down his chest to his hip. He secured it as he went out of bounds. Not sure he got both feet down.
The Chiefs have yet to challenge. They will.
Yeah.
So Schultz, they ruled it a catch. He was jostling for the ball, but once he had control, that left foot looks like he's out of bounds.
Yeah, he initially had both feet, but that ball was still moving down his body.
Kansas City is challenging the ruling on the field of a completed pass.
I think that's a smart decision by Andy. Good usage of the flag, the red flag there. As we're watching it, we have the vantage point of seeing, yes, he does secure the football, but he doesn't get that second foot down from my perspective.
With control of the ball.
Yeah.
Once he gets control of the ball into the midsection of his body, his left toe
is off the ground.
Off the ground, yep. 2:27 to go in the game. Chiefs lead 23-12. Tickets for Less might be your best friend because they have the lowest prices on Chiefs tickets and parking passes for every game. I said lowest prices, not necessarily inexpensive prices, because if the Chiefs win, they're playing in the AFC Championship game next week. Save big with the promo code Chiefs Radio on your next order. Every seat holds a story. Find yours at ticketsforless.com. 23-12 Kansas City. They led at halftime by a score of 13-6. And then a time-eating drive, 15-play drive by Houston, capped with the touchdown by Joe Mixon.
The ruling on the field does stand as called. It was a catch. This is an unsuccessful challenge. Kansas City will be charged. Out.
I feel like maybe that's, at best, that's a play that whatever's called on the field stands, and unfortunately it was called a catch, but you saw it like I did.
22 yards on a completion to Hutchinson, now 18 yards to Schultz. Houston with the ball at the Kansas City 31, 1st and 10. 27 seconds to the 2-minute warning. Houston has 2 timeouts remaining. Stroud has 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the near side as well. Stroud, and it looks like a hold, but they don't call it, and now a throw off action on the far side, and the pass is going to be caught on an excellent play on a jump ball. Nico Collins, just more athletic to wrestle the ball free from Trent McDuffie for a gain of 17 yards. Incredible catch by Nico Collins on the left sideline. And now a quick snap. They're going to run a rub route, but on the near side, a pass is caught on a slant as Jalen Watson tackles Hutchinson. But the Texans at 7 seconds prior to the 2-minute warning, trying to get a play maybe before the 2-minute warning. 23-12, 2:02, 2:01, 2 minutes. They get it off in time. In time, now Stroud has a chance for a play before the 2-minute warning, and he's sacked back at the 14-yard line. Another sack, the 7th of the game for Kansas City. Felix Anudike-Uzomah gets this sack, working and staying patient, working around Laramie Tunsil. The 2-minute warning is announced in this divisional playoff game. 23-12 Kansas City, 1:57 to go. The 2-minute warning powered by Ford. Compare your vehicle at your Midwest Ford dealers. Online at buyfordnow.com. Visit them tonight. And tickets are available now at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. You can experience the home of the Chiefs all throughout the offseason. Make sure you set up your tour at Chiefs.com. But right now, at the top of the list is trying to stop this Houston Texan team that has 3rd down and 10 at the Kansas City 13-yard line.
And Mitch, you talk about this place erupting. If this Chiefs defense gets this stop right here, 3rd down and 4th down, securing this football game, this place is going to explode.
Trying to get the quick play before the 2-minute warning has backfired on Houston.
Yes.
They're only going to save 6 seconds.
Yeah, and in that circumstance, it looked like pre-snap, C.J. Stroud had already made the decision to scramble. It looked like he was drawing up a play for himself to run, and give credit to Mike Dana, Charles Amenahu, and this defense for staying disciplined with their eyes and not giving him any escape route.
23-12, Kansas City, 1:57 to go in the game. 3rd and 10 for Houston at the Kansas City 13-yard line on this drive. 22 to Hutchinson, 18 to Schultz on a controversial catch, and 17 to Collins, an incredibly athletic play by their outstanding fourth-year wide receiver. Remember, they don't have Tank Dell. He was hurt in this game on December the 21st with a serious injury. And also Stephon Diggs tore his ACL earlier in the year.
In this circumstance, you have to assume whether it's going to be a fade or a slant route. They've had the success in the middle of the field, so with the bump and run coverage by the Chiefs on the outside, you may see them try to get obviously a quick score as quickly as possible. Best way to do that would be the fade route or the slant route in the end zone. Also accomplishes getting the ball out of C.J. Stroud's hands quickly so that the pressure that is mounted up won't get to him.
And even if they don't convert here on third down, you could see them kick a field goal and try an onside kick. They need 2 scores. They need a 3 and a touchdown. The Chiefs are up by 11. That's where that missed PAT, man, comes back to bite you.
Yep.
And Fairbairn missed one at the end of the third quarter in the game on December the 21st. Big play here, 3rd and 10 Texans at the Kansas City 13. Tight triangle left of Stroud on the far side of the field. Takes the snap on the near side. Waits, calls another, and now he's going to call a audible. Agumbawale is his halfback left. Stroud takes the 3rd and 10 snap, stepping up. He's engulfed and sacked again. Karlaftis is just eating this team alive, and that is the 8th sack by Kansas City.
Timeout.
And timeout by Houston. Now they need 2 scores, and they're going to bring out Fairbairn to try to get the 3 points right here at 1:51 to go in the game. But Karlaftis has made 3 huge sacks, and they've come at big times in this game.
Yeah.
That time they tried to block him with the tight end mismatch.
Yeah, it's a huge play by George Karlaftis. The defense really stepping up after giving up long drives early in this game, multiple third down conversions as they are helping C.J. Stroud off the field. May be questionable for a final drive if they're able to get the onside kick.
Fairbairn will try a 35-yard field goal from the near hash. He missed a 55-yarder earlier that allowed the Chiefs to use the field position to get a touchdown. Tommy Townsend holds it. Fairbairn blocked! It's blocked! The Chiefs blocked the field goal! Picked up on the near sideline! And hopping out of bounds with the football is Jaden Hicks. Last week it was the Texans to block a kick of the Chargers. This time the Chiefs keep the Texans off the scoreboard with a blocked field goal attempt. And it looked like it might be Justin Reed. I think Reed got it. Or in the middle of that Chiefs.
See Dave Tobe on the sideline, elated.
It's Chanel again, Leo Chanel, who won the Denver game with the block-off field goal. It is Leo Chanel again to block this field goal at 1:46 to go in the game. And the Chiefs keep a 23-12 lead. And they'll have the football where Hicks danced out of bounds at the 23-yard line.
Are you not entertained?
Number 76 is eligible.
All 3 phases will entertain you. 7 sacks. And now a blocked field goal. The game started with a 65-yard kickoff return. And Mahomes and Kelsey in the playoffs, well, they've been Mahomes and Kelsey. And now Kareem Hunt getting ready to get dialed up. He's dialed up on the right side. Texans trying to rip the ball from him, and instead he will take a scrum of players. They're going to blow it dead at the 27. Kareem Hunt's going, wait a minute, I'm not down yet. And the final timeout will be called by Houston, and a gain for the Chiefs of short yardage up to the 28-yard line.
Wow, special teams, the third phase of the game coming through. Clutch play after clutch play.
139.
Missed field goals, extra points, blocked kicks. Opening the game with a huge return. Every phase stepping up today for the Chiefs and Dave Tobe's unit.
7 sacks. 7. 8. They're going to say 8 sacks. Am I off one? Lose count when there's so many. 8 sacks in this game. 1:39 to go in the game. The Chiefs ready to go to a knee on 2nd and 6. The Texans cannot stop the clock. And the Kansas City Chiefs trying to count this one down. The play clock is at 26:25. The game clock at 1:22 on third down.
What a display of grit, resilience by this Chiefs team. All three phases. Not the prettiest start. They know how to finish.
All year long they've done it. 1 second on the play clock. Mahomes backs up, eats up a little more time, and goes to a knee. Now it is fourth down. And the Chiefs, though, with fourth down, have the play clock at 30, the game clock at 44. So they're not completely out of the woods here yet, with a 23-12 lead. Because Andy Reid is going to take this down to 1 second, I think, and use a timeout. But at running a play and not getting a first down stops the clock and would give possession to Houston. But they would be 2 scores down at that point. Andy Reid ready to call timeout. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. Big Red timeout.
Timeout. Kansas City, 30
Andy
seconds.
Reid zeroing in on a 300th career win. But even more impressive, a 27th playoff win. Only Bill Belichick has more at 31, and he ain't getting any more at North Carolina.
Yes. We talked about Andy Reid and his resume during the pregame show. Dan, Josh, and I, Coach of the Year honors. Always seems to escape him only one time in his career. You're talking about a team that's now 16-2 after coming off of 2 straight Super Bowl wins. Toughest division in the AFC, toughest schedule, and here we are on the brink of hosting another AFC championship.
Now, the Chiefs are in punt formation. The personal protector, Jaden Hicks, made sure the rookie came up to talk to James Winchester. The snap back to Ariza. The Chiefs are looking to take a safety, trying to burn up as much time as he can as Ariza, and goes out at 9 seconds. It'll be 2 points for the Texans on an intentional safety. That's what Hicks was doing, to go up and talk to Winchester to make sure the call was there. It is a 9-point lead at 9 seconds to go in the game, and the Chiefs will have a free kick now. But one thing we haven't talked about is Jaden Hicks has been the personal protector all year. Now, you know what that role is like. That is the quarterback of the punt team. I think it's easy to overlook what Hicks has meant to this team and the punt unit.
And the confidence that he's displayed, it's gotten greater and greater in that circumstance. And you can tell they've practiced that, Mitch. Hindsight being 20/20, I'd tackle everybody on the field. Take intentional penalty. You're going to run out the end zone anyway. You might have squeezed off another 3 or 4 seconds. Ariza could have just stood at the pylon. You just tackle everybody. The penalty does not stop the clock. That's a learning opportunity. That's a veteran. They don't know that yet, but we're not going to criticize too much. It's great execution, and you talk about Jaden Hicks. Man, I've been impressed by that young man. Shamari Connor going down, Jaden Hicks coming in on the defense, making big plays, leading the team in interceptions. And now we just got to execute this kickoff from the 20, not allow, well, we're up by 9 points. So
in 11 seconds, they put 2 seconds back on the clock. And Houston, if they decide to, we'll see where Butker puts this. This is a free kick from the 20-yard line after the intentional safety taken by Matt Ariza. Kansas City 23 and the Houston Texans 14. Dameon Pierce and Xavier Hutchinson are back for the Texans. The kick is away, spinning. It was going to bounce and be picked up by Pierce. 15 to the 20. He stops. Time burning up, and he's going to go down at 7 seconds. And the Houston Texans, down 9, are going to get a chance to snap the football here. A celebration has begun, but until there's zeros on the clock in a divisional playoff game, you don't celebrate too soon. We have seen Kelsey be playoff Kelsey, Pat be playoff Pat. 8 sacks by the Chiefs defense. And the Chiefs are backing up. Stroud, who limped off the field after the last play on offense, is going to take a knee and surrender. I've never seen this one.
Yeah.
Surrender down 9. There's no way he can do it, but if you
There's nothing you can do otherwise.
I guess.
Maybe
he's hurt.
Limp quarterback. You don't want to put him in jeopardy. Tip your cap to the Texans. A valiant effort, but a great, great win for the Chiefs.
The Kansas City Chiefs are advancing to the AFC Championship game for a remarkable 7th consecutive year. And the fight for the Lamar Hunt Trophy will be on this hallowed ground. Andy's Acre at the 39th parallel line. And for Patrick Mahomes, a 7th straight AFC Championship game. Only Tom Brady more with 8. But get this one, the most playoff wins by a team in a 7-year span in NFL history. 8 consecutive postseason wins by the Kansas City Chiefs as they beat Houston